Tonight, have you been stuck by a stopped train on your way to work? It may seem like you're there forever, like it's never going to end. But it's not quite as long as you think. Valley News Team's Alex Larson has more on the rules for trains in both Minnesota and North Dakota.
It's a train, so it's pretty loud, but you want to make sure that your window is closed before you, go to sleep or anything like that, or even before you get to bed and get comfortable to watch a movie, because it's going to get loud.
Train horns can be loud, especially if you live next to railroad tracks. But under the Federal Railroad Administration, engineers are required to sound train horns for at least 15 seconds and no more than 20 seconds before they cross public crossings. But depending on how fast the train is going, that can differ.
Trains come pretty often and they're loud.
Train horns have to be sounded in a pattern of 2 long, 1 short, and 1 long blast. There are some quiet zones, but to get approved for one, you're first required to mitigate the risk caused by the absence of a horn.
Come home, it's you got to get across the first track that you can, because even though you don't see any lights or anything, if you go to the next light, it might turn and it might go down, and then now you got to wait 10 minutes or however long it is.
If you're in a rush, it may seem like longer, but trains in both Minnesota and North Dakota are only allowed to block traffic for 10 minutes. If they're there any longer in both states, that's because it's absolutely necessary to prevent accidents or to avoid injuries to people or property.
I mean, there's ways you can get around it, from being here so often, you kind of learn ways around it.
All in all, rules for trains are for everyone's safety. Alex Larson, Valley News Live.
If you're interested in applying for a quiet zone, we have a link to that on our website, valleynewslive.com as well.